melts in your mouth like butter. Whoa, full of flavor. This is the best milk broth I've ever had. It's hot. My mother would love this. It tastes like a peanut butter parfait. First up, we're at Sate, Babi, Krekot. What's interesting about this place is that it serves babi, or pork. Now, I thought 90% of Indonesians were Muslim, but speaking with Aloy, he says that's not true, and he would know because he's not one of them. He's actually Catholic, and he says that it's about 70% are probably Muslim, and then you have Hindu, Catholic, and then also some Chinese religions. But still, to find pork, you find a lot of restaurants that actually advertise outside that it might be halal or it doesn't have any pork, especially ramen places I've seen say that. So it is very special to go somewhere to have this, to have pork satay. It's not something you can find everywhere. And also, this place is really known for it in the neighborhood. So this neighborhood has a lot of hotels, a lot of people work here. It's a nice neighborhood, and at night it turns over. It has tons of life, tons of traffic, tons of people, and they come here to eat. So here we have sweet soy, some lemongrass, and then some cucumber. And in here, Aloy says I need to try this. It's pickles, but I know those green peppers, those chilies are spicy. And then little onions. First one I'm going to try is actually the heart, because I know heart is best when it's hot. We're gonna try this first. So this is pork heart. I'm no stranger to pork heart. I've had it many times. I've actually also had it raw as a tartare. It can be really great, but with like all offal, you need to know how to clean it and you need to know how to cook it. The interesting thing about here is, you'll see it doesn't look like just a bunch of pork hearts on a stick, and that's because they wrap it in pork fat, which is perfect for the grill because heart is lean and can dry out, so that pork fat should keep it really tender, juicy. Not hard, chewy at all. Just very easy to eat, not even really chewy. It's really good. My sauce first. I haven't done anything to it. I guess I'll just put it with the soy, the lemongrass. Okay. It tastes like sweet soy, lemongrass. And then, this is why you want to eat with a local, because Aloy mixed all of his together. And his is better. Oh, it's a little bit spicy, not too spicy, but yeah, you're supposed to mix all of these things together. So basically, rule of thumb is, if things are on a table, you're supposed to use them. Now this isn't quite like chicharron, it's pork skin, but it's grilled. You can see it's not crispy, it still almost has, you know, like the fatty part of bacon. This is probably from the belly. It melts in your mouth like butter. It's so flavorful, and then you get that charcoal flavor. That is amazing. I really thought it was gonna be chewy, but I think again, you know, people who cook this day in, day out, night after night, they know how to make it. You eat it while it's hot. It's not rubbery. This one is more intestines. Yeah. So, fun story. When I lived in the Philippines in 1999, I used to get meat on a stick, and it was really cheap. To be honest, I think it was like 8 cents when I used to get it. And one day I noticed that it had this little pattern where it went like this, and I realized I was eating intestines. I was 20 at the time. I had never eaten intestines before. In my head, it sounds disgusting, but in my belly, it's delicious. And so that's when I learned intestines are delicious. Just a little bit crispy, lots of charcoal flavor, sweet sauce, so good. Oh my God, this is gonna ruin me. I think this is gonna be the best satay I've had, and then it's just gonna ruin me. And then what's this one?
Muscle.
Oh, this is just straight up pork muscle. Cooks perfectly. Not hard at all. They're just very soft and tender. And then this one.
The regular one.
Just regular, straight, again, more straight up pork. Oh my God. Sweet charcoal, smoky pork. It's so good. Did I try this one? No, this is just sweet.
It's just sweet one.
Oh yeah. It's a little bit spicy in there. Not spicy hot, but like you can tell. Pepper, yeah, maybe some cumin. Oh, this is 60,000 rupiah. It will be the best pork satay you've ever had. I honestly don't know how it could be better. It's very tender, flavorful. It has that smoky charcoal. Wow, I am just really, really impressed. I'm never gonna have better pork on a stick ever. So, we are trying this soap Kambing Dundung Roxy. This place is famous not only in this neighborhood but all of Jakarta for its goat milk soup. So the broth is made from cow milk and then it's basically a goat offal soup. You can get a lot of different kinds of things. As you can see, we got some testicles, some leg, some ear, got an eye. So then what you do is you choose it fresh. You can choose exactly what you want. And then they chop it up. And then how they cook it is so cool that they just pour that hot broth over top that cooks it just enough. Now, you do need to add some lime, but I'm gonna try just the broth on its own. And then he said, you know, you really need to add the lime.
Forget they add a kambing.
And umping, the cracker, bean cracker.
Yes,
and then also we've got some salt, pepper, MSG, lots of butter. So it's almost like a goat's offal chowder, if you're from the Maritimes. Wow. Whoa, this broth is amazing. It's milky, oniony, full of flavor. This is the best milk broth I've ever had. I don't even need to eat the Coke. Just give me, like just a cup of that broth. It tastes like so full of flavor, but fresh from all that onion. Now, a lot of people try to avoid MSG. MSG is not bad. It adds flavor. If you have a healthy diet, you're not eating processed food, canned food, things that come out of a box, you're perfectly fine to have a little bit of MSG from time to time. So eating an eyeball is not a big deal. It just has like an interesting texture. I think, if anything, the only reason I'm eating it is because Aloy asked me if I wanted to try the eye. I don't back down from this stuff. The only thing I don't eat are endangered animals. And of course, I couldn't eat a dog. But goat eye, why not? It's a little bit chewy. It tastes like the broth. It almost has a little bit of like cartilage-like texture. I would say choose a small eyeball if you want to try an eye. It doesn't taste weird. It's a lot to chew through. Eating goat testicle for the first time. Cheers. It tastes green onion and that amazing broth. The flavor, it doesn't have like some kind of dank flavor. It tastes just like the broth. And then the texture is just a little bit chewy. It's not bad. I mean, I wouldn't turn it down. I wouldn't order it as like, yeah, I want some testicle. You think that's brain?
Yeah, maybe.
Brain, maybe?
Yeah.
Brain actually is very smooth, silky. It's almost like tofu, or someone also described it as like a very soft scrambled egg, and I would say that is true as well. It actually is really quite nice. It has just like a silky, soft, easy to eat kind of flavor, texture. This soup is so good. I really thought this soup was going to have like a very strong flavor from so much offal. I don't know how they prepare it here, I should ask, but very clean tasting. You don't get any kind of like dank, awful kind of flavor. If you've ever had liver or intestines or anything like that and you taste this like irony, strong flavor, nothing like that here. Just very clean meat taste. And you know what? It's good for the environment to eat the whole animal, to respect its life by eating all of it. So this is fantastic way to do it. All right, so we're here at Martabak Pacenongan. We're here to have a very famous dessert. It's been around since 1970. This is one of the few places that's open up during the day. So they start at 11 a.m. all the way until midnight. And I think that's because they are busy, steady, all day. They're constantly making these cakes. So not quite a night market Jakarta treat, but still a treat. Whoa. We got the half and half. So half of it is cheese, the other half is chocolate and peanuts. This looks so good. It's very squishy, almost like a flanny kind of, but it's bread. Let's see what it's like. Oh yeah. It's hot, salty cheese, but then you get that condensed milk. Sweet, but not too sweet. Creamy. This is so, look at this. It's so soft. I don't like dessert. Also, butter. Key. Do not get the margarine. Spend the extra 30 for the butter. The butter gives it this just really rich flavor that margarine does not give you. I will say this. Do not get it to go. You got to eat it here while it's still warm. And then, I don't love sweets, but I did want to try the chocolate peanut because that's the original, the very first. So cheese is relatively new in Indonesia. You know, globalization, we're all eating each other's food. So it's something that was not the original, exists now. It's a good idea, it's so good, but I'm gonna try the original as well, and that is chocolate peanut. Oh yeah. My mother would love this. It tastes like a peanut butter parfait. I didn't know what the chocolate would be like because it didn't look like it was high quality chocolate, but it's really tasty. Just a little bit of peanut. Kind of like an O. Henry bar if you're Canadian. Really good. I do like this, but I think the cheese. I'm a savory kind of girl, so this one is just a little bit better. So good. All right, so this neighborhood is known to have a number of martabaks. You can certainly get cheaper, but Aloy says by far this is the best one. And even though you'll pay less at others, it will not be as good as this one. So just splurge, just come here and splurge. As someone who says that they don't like desserts, that was amazing. Get the half and half, the cheese, and then also the original, the chocolate and peanut. So good. This ends this video for Jakarta Night Market Eats, street food in Jakarta, in this neighborhood in Pacenongan. I'm never gonna get it right, and that's why we have to end it. But stick around because next video might be another night market video. I am really enjoying eating in Jakarta at night. Join my Patreon community for more behind the scenes and exclusive content you won't find elsewhere. You can also find me on Instagram, and be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. All of these things make my day. Thank you so much for your support.